back at it again, and woo, man, these elitists are such hypocrites. Just people on the left in general are hypocrites. I've shown a million examples of people on the left being hypocrites. Hypocrites, just flat out hypocrites. And I've seen all of you have seen it too. A lot of you have commented on it. Leftist equals hypocrite. I mean, that just is what it is at this point. Leftist equals hypocrite. I mean, it's just a fact at this point. Okay, I mean, from top to bottom. I mean, anything and everything. You name it, and they are a hypocrite on it. And so we have another one of those examples and the reasoning for the hypocrisy. Oh. You got, hey, this is a knee slapper here. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and shout out to Next News Network. Let's dive in.
One of the world's richest and sickest men, Bill Gates, recently had to face a difficult question about his use of private jets amid his fight against climate change. Yes, many climate activists would view these as climate crimes. During an interview with the BBC this week, Gates was asked about his private jets, and his response will have every committed environmentalist activist absolutely reeling. I'm Gary Franchi, and every day we work to right the ship of state with real reporting. Join us, tap subscribe, enable notifications, and together let's grow the Next News Army.
Shout out to Gary Franchi. Yes, sir.
It's perfectly fine for Bill Gates to fly around the world on private jets because he's doing more than anyone else to combat climate change. That's what he argued in a cringe-worthy BBC interview. Summit News reports that according to Gates, his carbon footprint isn't a problem because he continues to spend billions of dollars on climate change activism. Watch.
What do you say to the charge that if you are a climate change campaigner, but you also travel around the world on a private jet, you're a hypocrite?
Well,
I'm sorry, y'all. That's just absolutely hilarious. Finally, somebody says asks the all important question. What do you say to this? You are a hypocrite. You can't call me. You can't call me a threat to the planet and whatever else, denier, whatever, they throw so many labels at this point. I don't even care about the labels. It's funny at this point when they phobe this, phobe that, ism this, ism that, deny this, deny that, or whatever. Okay, those mean nothing to me. Nothing, absolutely nothing. They've just thrown around so much. They've really lost their meaning, and I knew that was going to happen. But you can't come at me when you're hopping in your private jet, which, as far as I know, and I could be wrong on this, but I don't believe that I am. If anyone knows exact numbers, comment in the comment section. But flying a private jet is a whole lot more polluting, a whole lot more polluting than just the average person living their life, driving to and from work, using their gas stove. Maybe even using a plastic straw from time to time. I was trying to see if I had a plastic straw around here, which I don't. I do not. No, I don't. And whatever else, it's a whole lot more polluting than that. And yet you still hop on your private jet. Oh, look at me. Look at me. I'm a billionaire, so I can afford private jets, guys. Look at me. Look at me. And listen to his excuse, man. Just listen to this.
I buy the gold standard of funding Climeworks to do direct air capture that far exceeds my family's carbon footprint. And I spend billions of dollars on climate innovation. So, should I stay at home and not come to Kenya and learn about farming and malaria? Anyway,
Yes, you should stay at home because we have a fantastic technology that's called Zoom, right? We also have very, very fantastic cameras, which, you know, I have a pretty solid camera myself that I'm currently looking into. I also have this one, right? But I have a pretty solid camera myself. And, you know, I don't have the most expensive camera in the world. Not even close. Not even close. There's some cameras that cost quadruple what my camera costs. No. Even more than that. More than quadruple, which he could easily afford. So you'd have the best of quality, right? I got a cheapo little mic here that I'm using. It gets the job done, but I'm sure he can afford the best microphone possible. So your voice would be super crisp. Your visual would be super crisp. You could afford the fastest internet on the planet. You know, I'm sure you could afford to create your own internet. You know, internet that's so fast we don't even have access to it. Okay, so yes, you can stay home and meet with people in Kenya and learn about whatever via Zoom over a computer screen. Just fine. Just fine. What can you see in person that you couldn't see on a camera? Especially a high-powered camera. I'm just asking. You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Y'all let me know.
I'm comfortable with the idea that not only am I not part of the problem by paying for the offsets, but also through the billions that my Breakthrough Energy group is spending, that I'm part of the solution.
Why is he swallowing so much?
No,
Goodness gracious.
You are.
Did y'all notice that? Why was he swallowing so much? Sheesh. But then also, another thing is, so basically, if you're a rich billionaire, then you get to fly on private jets, and the rest of us peasants, we just have to suffer, eat bugs, and, you know, stay on our own little city block and hope that we survive. And that's it. That's that. I guess that's what he's saying. I don't know, man. Maybe I interpreted that incorrectly. I'm sorry.
Are most certainly the problem. Over $2 billion has already been invested by Bill Gates in climate technologies. The investments include direct air capture, solar energy, and nuclear fission. In spite of this, air travel remains one of the most carbon-intensive activities an individual can engage in. That's according to the World Wildlife Fund. The European Federation for Transport and Environment reports that private jets emit 5 to 14 times more pollutants per passenger than commercial airplanes. Despite this, a whopping 4 private jets worth $194 million are owned by this climate criminal, who's declared the energy. A whopping 4 private jets worth $194 million are
4 private jets worth almost $200 million. Four. Almost 50 M's a piece. I almost want to look up what kind of jet that is. Bro, that's like a jumbo jet, ain't it? I thought jets were probably, you know, $5-6 million bucks. And listen, don't get me wrong, that's a lot of money. Little old me, I'm not affording no jet, okay? I can't even afford to get on a jet just for one ticket, one flight. Because I heard them things like 50,000 piece. I think they go from like 20 to 50, depending on how many people like you have on them or whatever. I mean, sheesh. I can't even afford just to take a ride on one, and he got 4? Bill, where's my check? I thought this was about, you know, spreading the wealth. I thought this was about you will own nothing and you will be happy. Or is it rules for thee and no rules for me? Like, I'm just asking. How do you own private jets and I don't own 4 private jets and I don't own 1? Can I get 1 at least? You will own nothing, you will be happy? What happened to that? What happened? I thought that was our slogan. Hey, I'm just saying, you know, they said it, not me.
Owned by this climate criminal, who's declared the energy crisis a good thing. Now, back in 2017, ready for this? Gates flew 59 private jet flights totaling more than 213,000 miles. That's according to a study conducted by Linnaeus University, according to Stefan Gosling. World Bank data estimates that Gates' carbon dioxide emissions to have been 1,760 tons, approximately 100 times as much as the United States per capita emissions. Climate hypocrisy. This latest statement from Bill Gates is sure to rightfully trigger an outraged reaction from environmental activists and the public alike, who see it as a hypocrite move, an example of rules for thee but not for me.
Yep.
Despite his large contributions to causes related to climate action, his answer was not only narrow-minded, but dismayingly emblematic of the hypocrisy that comes with immense wealth. Ultimately, the issue with Gates' response is the idea of do as I say, not as I do. Right? Let's continue the conversation.
Facts. Facts. Do as I say, not as I do. But he's not the only hypocrite, elitist. I've got one from John Kerry, who was asked the exact same question. Here's his response.
On that issue, pollution, I understand that you came here with a private jet. Is that an environmental way to travel?
If you offset your carbon, it's the only choice for somebody like me who is traveling the world to win this battle. I negotiated the Paris Accords for the United States. I've been involved in this fight for years. I negotiated with President Xi to bring President Xi to the table so we could get Paris. And I believe the time it takes me to get somewhere, I can't sail across the ocean. I have to fly to meet with people and get things done. But what I'm doing almost full time is working to win the battle of climate change.
Really? I don't even have to respond to that. Y'all heard the BS, man. Y'all heard it for yourselves. Hypocrisy at its finest. Hypocrisy at its finest. Man, oh man. Do as I say, not as I do. Rules for thee, none for me. I'm so happy that these questions are being asked, though, because obviously they are very, very important questions in terms of just leveling out the playing field and letting these folks know just because you have a few extra dollars in your pocket doesn't make you a better human than I am. And I feel like a lot of these folks have this sense of, I'm better than you because I have more money than you. You're a peasant and you do as I say. I am your massa. I just get that vibe. I just get that vibe from a lot of these elitists. I'm a billionaire. You're not. I'm the massa. Okay, do as I say, or else. Just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know what you thought about this in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.